All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Tanvi Taneja. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says he looks forward to a productive winter session of Parliament where people-centric and development-oriented issues will be discussed. Finance Ministry takes up extensive exercise to further simplify GST forms and make the filling process more user-friendly. First night trial of surface-to-surface medium-range missile Agni-II conducted successfully. Maharashtra Government announces financial relief and exemption from land revenue to farmers affected by unseasonal rains. And in sports, India records best ever 9 medals haul at the World Para-Athletics Championship in Dubai. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that he looks forward to a productive winter session of Parliament where people-centric and development-oriented issues will be discussed. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said he had a wonderful interaction with leaders and MPs across party lines at the all-party meeting convened by Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla yesterday. Leaders of different political parties assured the Lok Sabha Speaker of all cooperation in the smooth functioning of the House. Briefing reporters after the meeting, Mr. Birla said the opposition parties will be allowed to raise any issue in the House after discussion in the Business Advisory Committee.
हम सब मिलकर कोशिश करें कि सदन सुचारू रूप से चले, व्यवस्थित रूप चले, अच्छी वाद विवाद हो, चर्चा हो, जनता के मुद्दे यहाँ पर उठाए जाएं और सभी राजनीतिक दलों ने विश्वास दिलाया है कि हम सब मिलकर सबकी सहमति से ठीक से चलाने का प्रयास करेंगे.
Union Ministers Prahlad Patel and Arjun Ram Meghwal, Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, DMK leader T.R. Balu and TMC leader Sudeep Bandyopadhyay, LJP's Chirag Paswan, BSP's Danish Ali and AIMIM's Asaduddin Owaisi, among others, attended the meeting. Meanwhile, the government has convened an all-party meeting in New Delhi this morning. Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu has also convened a meeting of leaders of different political parties in the upper house today. The winter session of Parliament will conclude on the 13th of next month. The government is expected to lay thrust on its legislative agenda, whereas the opposition parties are likely to raise the issues of their concern. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman yesterday chaired a meeting on simplification of GST forms and returns. In a series of tweets, the Finance Ministry said, as part of the ongoing efforts to address concerns raised on the process of filing GST forms, Ms. Sitharaman met Rajasthan Tax Consultants Association, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Confederation of All India Traders and Laghu Udyog Bharati in New Delhi yesterday. The aim of the exercise was to further simplify GST forms and make the filling process more user-friendly. The Finance Minister directed that extensive nationwide consultations should be held on the new GST return system to be launched from the next financial year. Home Minister Amit Shah has said that the development of the tribal communities is a priority for the Narendra Modi-led government. Inaugurating the National Tribal Festival, the Adi Mahotsav in New Delhi, he said, whenever the BJP has come to power, it has always worked for the welfare of tribal communities. Hitting out at the Congress, Mr. Shah accused the party of using the tribal communities for vote banks. He said the government has decided to open Eklavya model residential schools in the densely populated tribal areas.
देश का जो फेफड़ा है, जो इस देश को ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई करने का काम कर रहा है, हमारे जो जंगल है, हमारे जो वन है, वो वनों को संभालने का काम मेरे आदिवासी समाज के भाई और बहन करें. करोड़ों आदिवासी भाइयों को, बहनों को आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि आपका विकास नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार की प्राथमिकता है.
Speaking on the occasion, Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda said the Van Dhan scheme has been started by the government to empower the tribals. The endeavour of the ministry is to connect the unique culture, arts and crafts of the tribals to the international market. Minister of State for Tribal Affairs Renuka Singh said the concept of organizing the Adi Mahotsav in major cities has proved to be a boon for tribal artisans, by eliminating the middlemen and providing direct access to large markets. Our correspondent reports that the theme of the 15-day Mahotsav is celebration of the spirit of tribal culture, craft, cuisine and commerce. India successfully conducted the first night trial of Agni-II, its versatile surface-to-surface medium-range nuclear-capable missile from Dr. Abdul Kalam Island of the Odisha coast. Quoting defence sources, our correspondent reports that the test was aimed at re-establishing the operational effectiveness of the weapon system. The successful launch once again proved the reliability of the medium-range surface-to-surface missile. The Agni missile series, being developed by the DRDO as a deterrent against nuclear-armed neighbours, are among India's most sophisticated weapons. Details from our correspondent.
The 20-meter-long two-stage ballistic missile has a strike range of 2,000 kilometers already been inducted into the armed forces. Weight of 17 tons, the missile can carry a payload of 1,000 kilograms, has been equipped with advanced high-accuracy navigation system and propelled by solid rocket propellant. The last trial of Agni-II was carried out from the same defense base in February 2018. SM Patnaik, AIR News, Sambalpur.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. Governor of Maharashtra, Bhagat Singh Koshyari, yesterday took stock of the crop damage in the state caused due to unseasonal rains. He also announced a financial relief package and exemption from land revenue for the affected farmers. More from our correspondent.
Governor of Maharashtra, Bhagat Singh Koshyari, has announced financial help to those farmers whose crop got affected due to unseasonal rain in the month of October-November. The governor announced a relief of Rs 8,000 per hectare up to 2 hectares for agriculture kharif crop and a relief of Rs 18,000 per hectare up to 2 hectares for horticulture and perennial crops. In addition to this, the governor also announced exemption of land revenue and school fees to the farmer kids whose crop got affected. Pooja Pal, AIR News, Mumbai.
Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has said that the state government has decided to set up a maritime cluster with the support of the centre. The move is aimed at tapping the coastal state's potential as a shipbuilding hub. The Chief Minister said the cluster will give a big boost to the micro, small and medium enterprises and shipbuilding sectors. Mr. Sawant said that the land has already been identified and the government is in talks with the Union MSME Ministry for its help in setting up a maritime cluster. Moving on to the world of cinema, we now take you to Goa.
India's biggest film festival, IFFI 2019, the Golden Jubilee of India's International Film Festival. Join us on All India Radio News for all about IFFI at 50.
The Golden Jubilee of IFFI starts this Wednesday. AIR News brings you interesting stories about this delightful Goan journey through a specially curated section of IFFI called The Goan Story.
Sun, sand and cinema complete the troika in Goa. Add to it a dash of native language Konkani, the cycle is complete. The Goan Story section will showcase notable films from the host state of IFFI 2019. One can experience a rise of Konkani film industry and its impact in the country. The Konkan Paradise has been Indian cinema's apple of the eye when it comes to breathtaking locations. However, the beautiful state has more than just great natural beauty. Films produced here are not usually spoken about as much as the mainstream cinema. They have recently started to gain importance among film buffs and connoisseurs around the country and even the world. These movies feature major issues relevant to the state of Goa. 7 such Konkani movies will be screened reflecting the nuances of Goan society. Amori showcases how people working for the betterment of society often face resistance. Digant Infinite takes viewers on the journey of a homeless boy from the Dhangat tribe who defies all odds and grows up to become an architect in the big city. Jews, a story set in the 1990s, shows how situations force a common man to confront a powerful businessman. Que Sera Sera revolves around the idea, do we live life or does life live us? The film explores the lives of two distinct individuals.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
My dear child, no sin is greater than God's love and mercy.
3 other films in this section are Paldacho Munis, A Rainy Day and Dulu. The screening of Konkani films at IFFI in a dedicated section has received a cheerful response from the film enthusiasts in Goa. So, enjoy the flavor of the season while in Goa. IFFI Disc AIR News.
In international news, counting of votes for presidential elections is in progress in Sri Lanka. Polling for presidential elections was held yesterday with over 80% voting reported from all over the country. Chairman of the Election Commission, Mahinda Desapriya, has said they expect to announce the final results by this evening. Our correspondent has more.
The former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa has received unprecedented support in majority-dominated South, but has failed to cut ice in minority areas, where his rival Sajith Premadasa has done exceedingly well. This shows extreme polarization along community lines, which may pose challenge for any future government. A candidate needs to cross the 50% mark of valid votes to be declared winner, else second preference votes are to be counted. Santosh Kumar for AIR News, Colombo.
China deployed its troops in Hong Kong yesterday. The deployment was for the first time since the unprecedented pro-democracy protests began more than 5 months ago over a proposed extradition law. The Hong Kong administration has distanced itself from the troop deployment, saying Beijing has sent the soldiers on its own without any request. On to sports news now. India has recorded its best ever 9 medals haul at the World Para-Athletics Championship in Dubai. With 2 gold, 2 silver and 5 bronze, India secured 13 qualifying spots at the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics. Until this edition, London 2017 had seen India's best ever show, where the para-athletes had finished with 5 medals to settle at the joint 34th place. The 63rd National Shotgun Shooting Championship competitions will begin today in New Delhi. Several top shooters, including Angad Bajwa, Mehraj Ahmad Khan, are expected to take part in the fortnight-long competition. And now, for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Nishit Kumar.
Thank you, Tanvi. Female devotees in the 10 to 50 age group being denied entry into Kerala's Sabarimala temple gets top coverage in newspapers today. 10 women sent back from Sabarimala headlines The Statesman. Experts say police action a violation of SC order, writes the Hindustan Times. The Sunday Express reports the National Ganga Bill to be introduced in the upcoming winter session of Parliament. Ganga pollution, government plans 5-year jail, 50 crore rupees fine, headlines The Daily. Opposition to press government over jobs, economy in the winter session, reports the Hindustan Times. Loan fares infused 1.8 lakh crore in economy, informs the Hindustan Times. The paper says loan melas were held in 400 districts during the festive season to boost consumption and accelerate economic growth. Air India, Bharat Petroleum Corporation to be sold by March, says Finance Minister, headlines the Sunday Times. Anil Ambani, along with 4 other directors resigning from Reliance Communication amid insolvency proceedings, gets wide coverage in the dailies. And finally, only Mumbai tap water safe to drink, writes the Financial Express. Quoting a BIS report, the Sunday Pioneer writes, Delhiites in deep water as the capital flunks in all 19 potable tests, whereas safest Mumbai doesn't need ROs. And with that, it's back to you, Tanvi.
Thank you, Nishit, for an overview of today's newspapers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says he looks forward to a productive winter session of Parliament where people-centric and development-oriented issues will be discussed. Finance Ministry takes up extensive exercise to further simplify GST forms and make the filling process more user-friendly. First night trial of surface-to-surface medium-range missile Agni-II conducted successfully. Maharashtra Government announces financial relief and exemption from land revenue to farmers affected by unseasonal rains. And in sports, India records best ever 9 medals haul at the World Para-Athletics Championship in Dubai. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.